Alright, let's move on to a silent run. Oops, that's the compendium. Alright. I'm probably going to do a boss relic swap. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map first. Common relic, transform 2 cards, and a colorless card, also options. A lot of elites available. There's a couple of 3 elite routes. I guess they all end in Mega Elite, which is probably not happening. So maybe we take the super late elite instead. Oh, I guess there's a 3 elite path over here. For you, it's Common Relic. It's interesting. Silent needs help in Act 1. And most of the time, a boss relic swap will give you an energy relic, which is a huge boost to Silent in Act 1. So I think Common Relic is a pretty significant mistake. This just in, Act 2 is hard. Yeah, no shit. I wanted to 2 fights and question marks, but there's no way to do that and get here. I think I want to be here to do the 3 elite path. But maybe we want to be here. But there's no way to get there without doing a bunch of hallway fights either. So we're just going to do a bunch of hallway fights. Nice. Yeah, Black Star is a really great swap if you can make it work. Alright, so let's see it. Astrolabe. I think this is going to be a strike and 2 defends for me. I could see 2 strikes and a defend too. Definitely going to do at least 1 of each. The problem with 2 defends and a strike is sometimes we don't get enough block to survive. But we have Neutralize and Survivor and 3 defends, so we should be able to get there. You just get rid of 3 strikes, Shrieking Eels. It's reasonable too. You could do it. You can end up like way behind. Yeah, the declaration worked out. We got a heart kill with the last one, definitely. We declared it, so it happened. We definitely didn't try 5 Ironclad runs and lose all of them. Yeah, 3 strikes seems very dangerous to me. I don't think it's correct, but I mean, you know, it could work. Wow, people have very strong opinion on 3 strikes. 3 strikes, you're out. I think it's 2 defends and a strike. This is my personal preference. I think having 4 strikes is enough to make sure that you can block, and Silent has a bunch of defensive resources built in, so I would lean towards getting rid of the defensive resources. Yeah, I could see 3 defends. 3 defends makes me feel a little bit in danger, because if you like never find a leg sweep, 3 defends can get you killed. Thanks for the follow, Trevor998. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Let's do 2 defense. Okay. Footwork makes me feel better about keeping the 3rd defend. Bouncing Flask Plus is amazing. And Dagger Throw is okay. Survivor, Neutralize, and a Strike. Yeah, this is a hell of an Astrolabe. I love it. Dagger Throw Plus does so much damage. It does twice as much damage as a Strike. Alright. Let's go fight some stuff. Does this make us feel like we can do an Act 1 Mega Elite? Relying on Bouncing Flask for damage is not amazing against Gremlin Nub. But if you get it turn 1, it kind of is. You assert that Ring of the Snake is pretty useless for Silent until Act 3. That's an interesting take. You definitely get some use out of an Act 2, though, don't you? Like, if you get an Act 1 boss relic and draw extra cards, helps you find your, like, well-laid plans and stuff. If you're Grand Finale deck, you kind of need the Ring of the Snake to get you started. I mean, you don't necessarily need it, but So I was kind of thinking I would go to this shop question mark fight path to like dodge fights. But maybe we don't need to dodge fights. Footwork makes me feel pretty good about fights. I guess this path just like naturally dodges fights. If we're comfortable going to the Mega Elite late. I think I feel okay about the Mega Elite. I'm not committing to it, but if we don't want the Mega Elite, we get an extra fire, so it's kind of a win-win. Sure. Yeah, not having energy is definitely the downside of drawing 7 cards on turn 1. I moused over it like it's still there. Okay. Block out, develop 1,000,000 D damage. And this is probably lethal, right? I'm not going to count it. I assume it's lethal. And it is. It wouldn't have been if we didn't draw Neutralize, though. We take a Deadly Poison. Just lean in. Get more poison damage. I'd rather find like a Noxious Fumes, but Noxious Fumes is not available here. For what it's worth, the best silent options are the sacrifice max HP options. Maybe. I definitely think the best option is Boss Relic Swap. But yeah, I could probably be convinced that like max HP for 250 gold or max HP for a rare relic are good. Oh wow, thanks for the host, Mark Storm. Appreciate it. Welcome to all of Mark Storm's viewers. I haven't seen Mark Storm around before. Let me give him a... Does my shoutout command say what they were streaming? I'm not sure if it does or not. Maybe we will all find out together what he was streaming. It does not. Drat. Yeah, so we're just playing some Slay the Spire. He was streaming Slay the Spire. Okay, cool. Oh wow, lots of woos. Yeah, this is our first run of the day. We've declared this run's going to be a heart kill, so... Thanks for the follow, Dual Stream TV. Oh my god. So much wooing. Alright, I'm gonna pick a Deadly Poison. It might not be correct, but it gives us some damage. Oh. Ah. Darn. So Surprise Shop ruined Clockwork Souvenir for the run. Oh, is he not doing Ascension 20 kills, usually? You were doing Slay, just did your first Ascension run and killed Heart. Well, congratulations. That's super nice. Yeah, Ascension 1 is still worthy of congratulations, in my opinion. Very difficult game. We could take like a Fire Pot and a Flying Knee. It's a fairly aggressive line. I don't know if we need that much damage. We got quite a bit of damage already. I don't hate the Flying Pot though, or the Fire Pot. 5th total run killing the Heart. Was it your first exposure to the Heart? Did you already like know how the Heart works? We could do a card remove too. Card remove one of these strikes. Hadn't even grabbed the keys before. Wow. Killing the Heart when the first time you see it is pretty insane. You have to have like a pretty busted deck. If you don't even know what he's gonna do and you still killed him, that's impressive. I guess by that point you've killed the Act 3 bosses, right? So you can't be like weak, but Heart's a pretty significant challenge. Nice. Buying potions are for wimps. I mean, oh yeah, 300 poison on the first turn. Yeah, that'll do it. That's a good way to kill the Heart. Just get your damage caps every turn. Just have to survive one cycle. So you don't even know what the Heart does. You still don't know. The first cycle is fairly brutal with the vulnerable. Yeah, I think I like card remove quite a bit. Getting to that Bouncing Flask really quickly is nice. Getting to the footwork reliably on the first turn is nice, or more reliably on the first turn. It leaves us with only like 35 gold, though. Flying these on sale, but we couldn't do anything else. Deep Breath is cool. Deep Breath is definitely a participant in some infinites. Deep Breath Finesse. Notably good here. We have a pretty short deck because of the Astrolabe. Gave us enough, basically, power to finish Act 1, even if we don't add any more cards. But I think if we're going for infinites, which is what you're saying if you want Deep Breath, I think you'd rather take a card remove here. Because there's lots of ways to do Deep Breath style infinites, but there's not that many ways to get card removes. Yeah, I mean, it's true that the heart does eventually gain 50 strength per cycle, but it's nobody really you don't fight that heart. You basically just the heart is kind of on a timer, and he'll kill you if you give him more than like 7 turns, and you kind of have to have like a solution for the vulnerable. Is the way I think about it. And a decent block plan for the first and second cycles. Yeah, let's just remove a strike. Okay, on to the next question mark. Scrap Ooze. Well, we're currently planning on a 3 Elite route. Maybe if we do Scrap Ooze, we skip the Mega Elite and go to this Fire instead. I mean, we're always reaching in here at least once, right? So let's just... Oh, okay, we'll reach in here exactly once. Get the Omemory immediately. Okay. Sure. It's good work if you can get it. We could put one of them to 2 or 1. I guess I'll prefer the one who's buffing. And develop the footwork. That's right. Scrap Ooze is just an event that just takes 5 health, right? And gives you a relic. That's how it works. I'm pretty sure. Definitely never taken like 30 damage to Scrap Ooze in my life. Who would do that? Alright. Second Dagger Throw, Blade Dance, and Backflip are the options. Backflip's pretty nice with the footwork in particular. We are a 3 energy deck with a Bouncing Flask in it, so we have to be a little bit cautious about taking too much card draw. I really hope the next event is the Warp Tongs event. I want those Warp Tongs. That would be really good. If the next event was Warp Tongs, I'm taking Backflip for sure. You deleting Wraithform, huh? Oh wow, thanks for the gifted subs, Biochemical Bear. Appreciate the support. I don't think I've seen you in chat. Sort of surprised that my first interaction with you is 5 gift subs, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And welcome to, well, I guess I'm supposed to say thanks for loafing around, but that's not like a club, so I can't welcome people to loafing around. But, congratulations on your new subs to FPL Panic, Inan's Captain Zippers 22, Talier, and Sherwins. And, thanks for loafing around, Biochemical Bear yourself. Gifted the subs to all the people who've been here the whole stream. There's a bunch of people. Welcome to the Loafing Around Club, where we do nothing but loaf around. And thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription, Dr. Shenanigan. Appreciate it. Thanks for loafing around. The Loafing Crew. I think we just skip this. I don't think we're like super need to pick a backflip here. And the damage is unnecessary. Make sure I got all of those notifications. Oh, Markstorm also followed. Thank you for that. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. All these lovely sounds. Okay, I think I got them all. Alright, question mark for Warp Tongues is an option. There's not too many question marks that give you curses in Act 1. There are a couple. Serpent, Shrine of Gold, to name a few. That would help us go to this late shop. if we want to go to the elite. Could also be a card remove. And thanks for following, Merlotex. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Yeah. I mean, sure, right? I don't see why we would go to a fight. We would just lose health. Match and keep. I would definitely take a piercing whale. Am I willing to click this and risk a masterful stab? I think the answer is no. So the way this event works is there are 2 curses in here. So we've already seen one parasite. We know this is a parasite. So we could say, okay, well the other curse is going to be different, and click here and risk it. But it can actually be true that both curses are parasite, and then there's just 4 copies of parasite in here. And if there are 4 copies of parasite, then 2 of the remaining 8 cards are parasites. So it's actually like a 1 in 4 to get a parasite. That does assume that the 2 curses in here are the same, which normally you would consider to be unlikely because there's 10 curses, so there's a 10% chance that you get the same one. But our prior is modified by the fact that we've already seen 2 parasites. So the fact that we've already seen 2 highly increases the chance that there are 2 of the same curse here. So it's not safe to click here. It's like it ends up being like 1 in 6 or something to get another parasite. So no, thank you. So we can take a guaranteed masterful stab. I don't want a masterful stab, so I'll look for the rare. The rare is Wraith Form. Darn. Okay, well we did get 2 different curses, so this is safe. We'll click it just to see if it's Wraith Form. No. Okay. That's too bad. Thanks for the follow, Polishcon. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Alright, let's go fight an elite. There's an argument for skill pot on turn 1 here. That decay was not safe though, right? It was. Oh, no, good point. Yeah, we could have just seen the other decay. Yeah, great point. Yikes. Yeah, I just didn't even think about the other decay. Whoops. That was clearly a mistake. Thanks everyone in chat for catching my obvious error. Yikes. Okay, so we could drink the skill pot if we want a chance at getting some extra poison. Thanks for the follow, JHTM1. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. This is safe. 1 in 5 to proc Omamori. I mean, so because it would have been an obvious mistake, I would have just restarted the floor, which you can do. I think I'm going to try and save the skill pot. Is that wise? No, I am going to spend the skill pot. Even if it's like a leg sweep, we still get to weaken him for next turn. Alright, Crippling Cod's great. Okay. I think I'm going to play Bouncing Flask anyway. We are weakening him for next turn as well, so it's not going to be 24 damage. And we really need the Bouncing Flask damage. Takes us up to 20, so we should, this should advance our lethal clock by several turns. And hopefully we can get it here. He is taking 19, so he is effectively at 15. So we are off by 1. Yeah, we could do 14 damage. Gross. Let me just count this out one more time. So Strike does 6. Deadly Poison puts his poison up to 24. 6 plus 24 is 30. Neutralize does 3. That's 33 damage. Drat. Alright, well, I accept my fate. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of likely to be death before getting stabbed, but those question marks were brutal, right? If we like, it's possible to like get a library event in Act 2, right? So like, If we'd had better question marks, we definitely would have had a chance at surviving. We were at like 35 before the question marks. Getting stabbed hurt, and one of the hardest fights in the game is what killed us, but surviving that act was definitely an option. Let's see. Have you beaten Ascension 20 on Silent, or is this to beat Ascension 20? I've beaten Ascension 20 on Silent many times. But this is we are beating. We're playing Ascension 20 and we're aiming to beat the heart. So we are playing the game on the max difficulty. All out attack's not crazy. There's a lot of discard synergy stuff here too. How much do we need AoE damage? We're fairly afraid of sentries. Sentries are kind of scary. I do hate having an all-out attack in the deck in, like, Act 3, though. So I would love to avoid it if possible. The Lantern makes me think that Acrobatics is a little bit better than normal. It also makes me miss my my Ring of the Serpent, right? Lantern, Ring of the Serpent is super good. Yep, Gang of Gremlins, Gang of Slimes are all good. Are all difficult. The Elite that's on fire, so this is... so if you want to get to Act 4, which is after Act 3, which you would infer from the numbering scheme. In order to get to Act 4, you have to fill up this little Triforce icon over here. So there's 3 different things you have to do. One of them is you have to kill a Mega Elite, so there will be a Mega Elite in every act until you kill one. And that's how you get the green key. The blue key is these chests here. They have relics in them, but if you skip the relic, you can take the blue key instead. The red key is acquired at the fire, so instead of resting or upgrading, you can use the fire to get the red key. So the general idea is you do things that make the game a little bit harder, and then you get the keys. That lets you go to Act 4. And, of course, the Mega Elites have some sort of buff, so that makes them harder. I think I am going to take the all-out attack. It's not great, but it's okay. And I think we're gonna rest here. I still have dreams of fighting both of these elites. It might not happen. It kind of depends on how this one goes. But I think resting maximizes their chances of fighting both. Okay. Couple of slime boys. Yeah, there's some pretty scary options. Strength Gremlin Knob is pretty scary. The regenerating sentries. I'm going to take one to develop Deadly Poison here. Okay. Alright, second Deadly Poison? That's a lot of poison damage. We kind of took the all-out attack because we're like currently fairly bad against sentries, and all-out attack is great against sentries. If we have 2 Deadly Poisons, we kind of have enough poison to just like stomp over their artifact charges and ignore them. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Indiana Joneses. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Batch. I don't think we're dead to Knob. Also, we just fought Gremlin Knob, so we can't fight the same elite twice. So this one can't be Gremlin Knob. Oh, this one can, so. Poison's really good against Hexaghost, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Second Daggerthor's fine. Yeah, I am a little bit on the lookout here for some discard stuff. If we found like an Eviscerate, or like a Reflex maybe, then like second Daggerthor is definitely something we should do. You can fight the same elite, but you can only fight the same elite twice if you have 3 elites in the act. So you can fight him first and then after a different elite, but you can't do the same one twice in a row. I think there's an exception to that with the Dead Adventure event. You can get you can fight an event and then have them be in the Dead Adventure. Yeah. but Dead Adventurer tells you which elite you're about to fight, so you kind of you get to walk into that one eyes open. So yeah, so here's the blue key, so we could take that instead of Akabeko. Akabeko is not great in the deck, but generally I don't take the keys until later on, because I want to snowball, so I want to like be really ahead early, so that it's easier for me to take a minor penalty later. Plus, maybe it ends up being really good. Maybe we take that Eviscerate. Yeah, exactly. Akabeko will do stuff. It's just not... I'm not sure what it is yet. We'd like to wake him up with Poison, so we're going to wait until we get like Footwork and Bouncing Flask and stuff. I'm not going to wake him up this turn. Dagger Throw wakes up, so we're not going to do that. But now we get a guaranteed Footwork Bouncing Flask wake up, which is probably the best wake up. It's true, taking blue key early does help taking curse key, but we have Omamori, so we've already got a pretty good mitigation for curse key. Neutralize is great in this fight, saving 5 damage. Able to block out Lagavulin, which is pretty amazing. I could see doing a second defend here. Thanks for the follow, fantastic 87. Yeah, Akabeko is definitely not great. I'm on Redbeardy's team here. It's like it's sort of bottom tier, especially for Silent. We're like really unlikely to like if we were playing Watcher, like maybe we could do like Wrath mode Eruption and like try and do some crazy stuff. But Akabeko is like pretty small marginal boost. I actually think I'm not going to Bouncing Flask. I think I value the 8 health pretty highly, especially if we want to do another elite after this, which I would like to do, and it's still on the table. And we have 2 Deadly Poisons next turn. So he takes 10 this turn, and then next turn 14. So I don't think we necessarily need the extra 12 poison right now. It is definitely a lot of damage. If we do the 12 poison right now, he takes 22 now, and then next turn 31. So we probably would lethal in the following turn. And this would be the last 9 we take in the fight. If we take 9 here, we go to 27. Do we fight a Mega Elite at 27? I think the answer is probably no. So if we want to keep the option open for fighting a Mega Elite, we have to defend here. It looks like we're going to get lethal. Yeah, we got it. Just need 2 damage. Okay. Hey, Ansan. Welcome to Ansan and all of Ansan's Raiders. We're rewarded with a fairy in a bottle, which is hardcore, says go for the Mega Elite. Did you have a good run today, Ansan? Big streamers get bigger. Yeah, sure. There's the Eviscerate. I talked about that. Got a Survivor, Dagger Throw, and all-out attack. Akabeko. It's not crazy. Better today than yesterday. Nice, yeah. Improving over time. It doesn't... Well, I mean, we can't combo Dagger Throw or all-out attack with Eviscerate and Akabeko, but that's fine. This is one of the worst Evises I've ever seen. So poison heavy. That's fair also. We have a lot of poison. Do we hard turn into the grand finale? Always a question worth asking. We have a Dagger Throw. That's our only source of draw. It'd be very difficult to get a grand finale to go. If we had like if we had a well-laid plans, or if we'd taken that the acrobatics, then we could take grand finale for sure. I think I think grand finale is probably a no for me. Sorry, everybody. Cat be doing the laundry is pretty persuasive. And I think Choke is way no. I think Choke is extremely expensive and doesn't really combo with anything in particular. I guess Choke's one of Choke's best qualities is that it can remove artifact charges, which is nice for the poison. But we've got quite a bit of poison, so I don't think we're interested in that. Okay. Are we committing to the Mega Elite? We've got a Fairy in a bottle. We've got a Flex Pot. We have to go through a shop to get there. It's an okay shop. We'd probably be able to afford a shop relic. It is possible it's not affordable, but... Ooh, membership card is the shop relic. Also, a dagger spray with a flex pot is available. Jeez, this shop. This is a hell of a shop. I love taking Act 1 membership card, but it's so greedy. Oh, I see. I thought Omnicloud, I misread your comment. I thought you said it's always hard pass on card. And I was like, wow, that's a take. I think it might be right? We're basically just skipping the whole shop if we take a card. So if this was an event that said, like, give me all your gold and then you get double gold for the rest of the game, would that be better than an event that says, give me 51 gold, take a dagger spray and remove a strike? I don't know. Dagger spray's pretty good. Yeah, thanks, Dixie. Got some people hanging out. It's definitely the most people I've had in the absence of a life coach raid. Life coach raids are kind of nuts. But we had a raid earlier from sorry, I have forgotten your name. Oh my gosh, there were so many chats that it's now off my thing. Somebody will have to remind me. Had some big raids. Thanks to all the raiders. All right, we're gonna take a card. Card's so good, right? I think we'll be okay with the yeah, Markstorm. Thank you. Bunch of people in here from Markstorm. Let's go ahead and shout him out again. I guess it wasn't a raid, it was a host, is what it said. I don't know what that means. I don't know the differences. Yeah, I'll take a membership card. We don't need the dagger spray. We'll be fine. ... Alright, we've only got 12 money left. The joke's on you, looter. Okay. Okay, so we're at 29 for the Mega Elite. I think that's fine with a Fairy in a bottle. We survive, even a Strength Gremlin Knob, we survive the first attack, and get the Fairy Pop by the second attack. Puts us in a decent position. We could have a Dagger Spray anyway if we want. We don't get the Strike Remove. Megachrist says, Mark hosts and posts links to the channel instead of raiding, since Twitch is weird about the number about view numbers from raids, since raid numbers are on your raid link and not on the actual URL of the channel. Oh, okay. Interesting. He hosts and... But it counts host views as real views instead of raid views? Huh. Interesting. It's true, we do have a lot of damage. I think the scariest Mega Elite is probably like plated sentries here. And Dagger Spray does a lot of work with like Akabeko and Flex Pot. That'd be a hell of a Dagger Spray. So it'd be 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 5, 17. Do 34 AoE damage. Kapow! That's the main reason we'd be taking it. Not because we're like short on damage, just because we can absolutely annihilate this challenge. It's also just good in Act 2. Yeah, I think we take it. We have a lot of damage, but that's okay. Hey, it is! Wow, look at that! It's metallicized sentries. I think we just... This is kind of weird, but I think we just, like, footwork defend here and save the Akabeko for the Dagger Spray. Or an all-out attack. I'd spend it on an all-out attack. We only take 2 damage. Kind of a wild turn 1 line there. Okay, we hit all out attack. Not quite as good as whatchamacallit, Dagger Spray, but I'll still take it. We do 23 AoE. We take a bunch of damage. It's gonna be defend, all out attack, deadly poison. So I'm gonna play defend and then all out attack, hoping it hits a deadly poison with the discard, and then play the deadly poison it doesn't discard. It's not worth spending this now. Oh, good point. Yeah, we can just flex pot the Dagger Spray. We could save the Akabeko another turn. Defend double deadly poison, get through a artifact charge, and do damage. We take a bunch, but I think maybe that's correct. Yeah, I don't think I would have considered this line if the chat weren't here. All out attack plus Akabeko is pretty tempting against the sentries, but there's a juicier prize yet to come. No, Akabeko is plus 16 damage next turn. Oh my god, we missed it. I guess that's technically possible. It's actually not that big of a deal. We can block out this turn and Bouncing Flask. We don't miss much. Wow, screw this guy in particular, huh? Okay. I'll take it. Alright. Long we have waited, and now we Dagger Spray for 1,000,000. Good fight. I see what you mean. You mean plus 8 net. Okay, there's the Emerald Key we were talking about. Second footwork. We have no block cards. That's not entirely true. We have 3 defense and a survivor. We already have a footwork is the thing though. So if we pick a second footwork, then like future block cards are super good, basically. We could start taking like deflect at that point. I think I will take a footwork. Okay. Fungi Beast. Well, we can do the Akabeko thing right away, and then Bouncing Flask probably lethals. Actually, Bouncing Flask plus Deadly Poison is guaranteed. Sweet. Okay, there's a Catalyst. Got to imagine Catalyst is in the deck. There's a Bouncing Flask plus and 2 Deadly Poisons. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and upgrade the Catalyst. Seems super duper good. Hey, First Dane's in chat. What's going on, First Dane? Yeah, Akabeko really showed me. It was like bottom tier relic. Pshaw. How about I get you through a hard pool fight and a super hard easy pool fight? Or a super hard, sorry. Hard pool fight and a Mega Elite. The hardest Mega Elite. Okay. We got through it. That sentence took some work. Okay. Alright, we can just Catalyst right now. Poison Catalyst. 16 goes to bunch. I think that's the term. This is a bunch of damage. And then we Survivor blocks for 11, we take 1. Seems fine. Yeah, I believe the technical term for that much poison is a bunch. 1 scientific bunch of poison, please. When you go down to your baker, ask him for a bunch of bagels. He will give you 51 bagels exactly. We might actually die for We're taking a lot of damage. Having not very many block cards is pretty scary. Looks like we got there. I don't know if there was a line where we actually die here, but got a Ghost in a Jar to go with our Fairy in a Bottle. Corpse Explosion, Die, and Tools of the Trade. Excellent. Corpse Explosion is our AoE, I think. It's for like our slaver fights and stuff. We do have a Dagger Spray and an all-out attack now. Ghost in a Jar just triggers PTSD now. You're not wrong. It does make me think about that one run. None of these are block cards, which would be nice. Yeah, Die also wants to be our AoE. Corpse Explosion helps in a different way too, right? Because it helps the Catalyst. Maybe we skip here. Maybe this is a skip. It's true, getting a rare silent block card is not super common. Buffalo Breakdance says there's one. I was thinking of Wraith Form and After Image. I'm not sure which one he was talking about. Yeah, we probably are taking Corpse Explosion just because it's so good. Okay. Just Snecko Eye here. We have a couple of 2-cost things. Corpse Explosion, Bouncing Flask. There's also an Empty Cage. Get rid of these Stinky Strikes. Coffee Dripper. Seems like we kind of need to rest. Is Tools a legitimate choice because it can help you just draw through your few block cards? Maybe. Tools is very slow and kind of low impact is my problem with Tools. Yeah, exactly, right? Because like Tools, it ruins the hand that it's in originally, and then like on the next turn you like sort of catch up. If we did have lots of discard stuff, and that we were offered some discard stuff, we swapped into a Dagger Throw and saw a couple of things. If we had more discard stuff, then Tools would definitely be on the table. If we had like a Reflex or something. But that's not really the situation. Snecko Eye is super, super good. Probably just picking that. Let's see, is there any reason not to do that? No, I don't think there's any reason not to do this. Okay, let's do it. Could die. Early Act 2 is very scary with new Snecko decks. So you haven't had a chance to... Man, I wish I could go back in time and pick that stupid backflip. I was offered a backflip, and now I really want one. We have some pretty good potions though, so I don't think we're dying in early Act 2 here. But we did die in early Act 2 in the last run, so who knows? Be nice to go to a shop. We have the equivalent of 288 gold. Which is enough gold to go to a shop. We've already done our Mega Elite, so we don't have to worry about that. Forsook. Can't believe someone said forsook in chat. I'm shocked. There's a 3 elite path here on the left. Not so sure about that. Corpse Explosion is definitely good in Act 2 elites. Seems like we're kind of in danger against Book of Stabbing. Usually we have a Piercing Wail by now. But not so much here. Or like a Malaise. So Book of Stabbing's pretty scary. Give us this day our daily Vegetablebread. Amazing. I like question marks. We get bites. I think we're yes on bites. Probably yes on apparitions too, because we're playing silent. Ancient Writing, obviously good. Forgotten Tomb, unusually good because of the Omamori. So I think we're very yes on question marks. So we basically want as many question marks as we can get here. Maybe we take this kind of sneaky route where we get an extra fire here, dodge that elite, and then get 2 extra fires. Get 2 elites in the act. It seems like the max question marks we can get here is like 4. It's like pretty low question mark act. I guess we get 7 if we do this path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a lot. It's a lot more than 4, but I don't think we're actually doing that path because we'd be like skipping a free fire there. Snecko has a case for best boss rook on the game, so you're probably right to prefer it. Yeah. Yeah, Snecko and Pyramid are sort of the like fighting for #1 group, in my opinion. I also really like, if we're talking about boss relic swaps for the beginning of the game, I really like Black Star. I think Black Stars rounds out the top 3. Alright, let's get some question marks. Alright, first Snecko Eye turn's always a bit jarring. I think it's like defend Deadly Poison, strike? Strike does nothing, but defend Deadly Poison. Ouch, also. Act 2, why do you do it? Yeah, that's true, Pandora's is probably the best swap. Good point. Footwork costs 0, we're gonna need to play defend and it costs 0. We can play Bouncing Flask Catalyst. And Dagger Spray with the Akabeko. Oh wait, that's too much. 6 versus 12 is a pretty big difference, so I'll take the 12. Even though we're skipping 24 non-poison damage. Okay, well, our little side quest to spend all of our health so that we get so that we can pick apparitions without losing any current health is done. Good job. Thanks, everyone. Still no block. I guess dodge and roll is actually pretty decent here, with 2 footworks. Potentially 6 decks, so block for 8 this turn, or sorry, 10 this turn, 10 next turn. I think we're desperate enough to take a dodge and roll. Sure. Is the opposite of vegetable bread a fruitcake? We've discussed this issue in the past to some measure of completeness, although certainly there's room for more argument, and come to the conclusion that the opposite of a vegetable bread is a meatloaf. So, I don't know. Could be either one. We could take a free relic, but we've got enough money. I guess this costs twice as much money as normal, right? Because we have membership card, so this costs like the equivalent of 170. It's a pretty expensive relic. 170 versus an Omamori proc. I'm not really trying to save Omamori for later or anything, but we don't have a shop anytime soon. Like, our shop is here if we're going to a shop at all. Although potentially we get a question mark shop. We're not going to get a curse. The reason we would do this, Lex, is that Omamori would block the curse. He just needs somewhere to trade, to stay. The Vagrant's name is actually Rob. It's just saying his name. You just shake his hand, he gives you a relic. And also shame. It's just, yeah, the gold is not super valuable right now is the problem. Dawn the Mask. The Mask's name is Dawn. I love it. I don't know. We might run into a question mark shop. I think it's enough to rob him. Omamori. Okay. I guess we're using up the whole Omamori. I don't think I want to lose 23 HP. It puts me very low. Five max HP is kind of nice with Fairy. Alright, fine. Who needs Omamori anyway? Corpse Explosion seems like it should get played in this fight. I think I'm gonna Corpse Explode this one. I don't know why I would do that. Okay, I guess I won't do it. So I'm gonna Corpse Explode this one. And I think we're gonna play Neutralize to block some damage. We do use up the Apparition. Ghost is definitely an option here. I think it's probably wrong, because we're only taking 13. I think we need more from our Ghost out of that, but the problem is we have both of our potion slots blocked. So, like... yeah. Trying to save them is not super great. But I do hate just, like, using a Ghost in a Jar for 13 health. It's a tough one. What's our potion chance right now? We have fought one fight. That fight did not have a potion, so it's 50-50. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ghost in a Jar can block for, like, 100 if you're, like, playing it against, like, turn 2 of Reptomancer or something, but, like, that's Act 3, and it's, like, good against the Heart, but that's Act 4, and we're in Act 2 right now, and we need to win Act 2 before we worry about that stuff. Ghost in a Jar is insane, right? So Ghost in a Jar is not just, like, some random potion, right? Ghost in a Jar is absolutely busted. But I think we need it here, just to have the potion slot, mainly. Alright, so now we need to block regular style. Looks like Dodge and Roll, Survivor, Deadly Poison's probably the line. And we get lethal next turn, but we take 10, so... Did we have lethal? Shit. How am I always missing lethal? Alright, Gambler's Brew. Endless Agony's terrible with Snecko Eye. Cloak and Dagger is a block card. Works with our footwork. So if we get both footworks upgraded, currently it's 5 decks, so this block for 11. Block for 11, get a Shiv is pretty good. I don't know. I didn't see lethal, but I didn't count it. I should have counted it. No, I'm not going to take a Cloak and Dagger. Alright, hopefully this question mark heals me. Seems like we're in a bit of a position here. We could go fight this hallway fight and go rest. This question mark could have like apparitions or bites, which would both be super good. Alright, let's go see what the question mark has. Oh wait, it has a chest. It's guaranteed chest. Do we ever win this elite fight with 16 health? The answer might be no. We can like guarantee Gambler's Brew into Dagger Spray on turn 1. Which does 24 AoE. I think I'm gonna go for it. It's not clear that this line is a lot safer, right? Like this is like a lot of hallway fights. Juzu Bracelet. I think that's probably our Sapphire Key. Alright, it is Gremlin Leader. All out attack seems pretty good this turn. I think we're going to skip the Catalyst for the first shuffle. We're going to need to build it up a little bit more. So Deadly Poison goes there. Dodge and roll, and then I guess just all out attack. Nothing else is playable for 1. You're in the don't skip catalyst camp. I don't know if we get enough damage without skipping catalyst. Maybe you're right. Looks like we've just died, right? I guess defend survives, right? It's kind of a sad survive, though. Alright. Bouncing Flask, I'll see if that wants to kill a wizard. It does, okay. It wants to kill him really badly. Okay. So, somebody was counting, so it's time to stop the count now. So, like, how much damage would I have missed? How much more poison did I get? $30 damage missed, but I got an additional, like, 30 poison out of it. Seems like I made the right decision. Crap. Let's see, we need to do 22 damage. We're actually pretty close. We just need Dagger Throw, Strike, and then... Oh wait, we have Lethal, right? Yeah, that's 22. Throw in a Strike just for good measure. Okay. We got an ink bottle. That's nice. Another option for Cloak and Dagger. I actually say it was break even because you didn't get to play Dagger Spray that turn for the sake of skipping Kata earlier. I don't know. It seemed like it was really good for like we were 3 turns late, but we got like much more poison out of it. I don't know. It did definitely look more epic. I think I'm still no on Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, usually accounting for other damage sources results in delaying Catalyst being slower, except in boss fights like Time Eater and Champ. Maybe. We need this question mark to be like library or something. Oh my god. We should have taken the Juzu. Why didn't I take the Juzu bracelet? Can we get lethal this turn on Shelled Parasite? If we like Corpse Explosion, Deadly Poison, Gambler's Brew, everything else, get like a 0 energy Bouncing Flask and a 1 energy Catalyst, that's probably enough. Is there any other way to survive? We actually only need like 8 block to survive. So we could just double defend. Double defend is guaranteed surviving. We can also like double defend, Corpse Explode, and Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray does 24 damage here too. I mean, I guess I'll take survive, right? Try and save the Gambler's Brew for the next fight. Being frail is sad. Wow, we actually would have gotten an insane Gambler's Brew. We would have drawn Strike and Deadly Poison. Okay, so if we want to get up to 60, then we need to get like 20 damage and then Catalyst it, right? So we're up to 10. So we would need Bouncing Flask to hit him 3 times. If we Gambler's Brew and hit. I think that's the only way, right? We need to block for 11. Footwork's not close. I guess Neutralize makes it a little bit closer. I think we have to do this. No, Strike on Mouse is a bad idea. Why would I do that? That just gives us a chance to miss Catalyst. What? People are saying it guarantees Flask to strike the Fungi Beast? No, it doesn't. I would have missed a card. Well, we don't have enough energy. Can we Dagger Throw into anything amazing? If Dagger Throw discarded the card first, then we could discard a Catalyst and redraw it for 0. I guess that doesn't even help, because Bouncing Flask costs 1 and Dagger Throw costs 3. Dang it, Snecko. Yeah, we didn't even get the right Bouncing Flask hits. Wasn't meant to be. He also dies, increasing the damage. Very helpful. Dang. Merle says it was still correct to strike. Why? What's the... Sorry, what is the line there? Like, if you kill him, we become vulnerable. Like... Oh, it guarantees the Flask hits. I see. Sure. I got you. I was thinking guarantees draw Flask was the important thing. Yeah, right, Flask Cat. I get it. Yep, we died to Avocado Mushroom twice in a row. Act 2 is hard, it turns out. This deck was kind of a weird one. Very heavy poison, 2 footworks, but never really found the block cards. We needed like a leg sweep or something. Deflect. Leg sweep would have been really amazing with the Snecko. Wraith form, apparitions. There was lots of options for finding ways to block. We just didn't get any of them. Yeah, we did miss the Juicy Bracelet there. So if we picked the Juicy Bracelet, maybe we could have gotten a library event instead of getting murdered again. Yeah, I guess I should have, like, I knew when I skipped the Juicy Bracelet that we were in big trouble, right? So I should have just said, like, any marginal chance of surviving is better than taking a blue key here, so I should have taken the Juicy Bracelet. But Juicy Bracelet is also, like, one of the worst relics in the game, so picking it's, like, doesn't even, like, in Act 2, it doesn't even really give you fewer fights, because you can still get Thwack, and you can't get Thwack at this particular question mark, because it has to be after the thing, but yeah. Okay.